this is Laura from LiveVisions.com, and we are doing our love language series of Moon through the signs. The Moon is your energy. It's also your greatest need. It's how you handle your emotions, which is very important in a relationship. The Moon can represent your mother. It also can represent your future wife if you're a man. It's how you handle your emotions, right? So if you have your Moon in Aries, you may get angry quickly, but you could give quickly too. You know, a lot of times Moon in Aries will get angry really fast and maybe not have all the information, and then later go, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. And they're not shy to say, oh, my mistake. I totally take ownership. I'm so sorry. I messed up. Moon in Aries is not afraid to do that. Now, Moon in Aries could be you had a strict parent. You had a very strict mom, right? Some of you, depending if the Moon was in a bad shape in your natal chart, it could be mom was abusive, some of you. Or mom was just super strict, man. Boy, we sure got a licking from mom. You know, she was fierce, she was a leader, she was aggressive, assertive, and she meant business. When mom said no, it meant no. So it can also be that, you know, maybe mom had to be a disciplinarian with Moon in Aries, right? Now, as far as a future wife is concerned, maybe you're wanting a woman who's very assertive, aggressive, goes for what they want, entrepreneurial, yes, and somebody who is not afraid of nothing. You know, they don't have grass under their feet. They go for what they want, right? But again, you may get angry quickly, but you also could have a nature of I forgive quickly too, right? Now, if you have your Moon in Taurus, this is really stable sign to have your Moon. You know, mom could have been, you know, very much cared about security and stability. And you could maybe marry a woman who cares much about security, stability. Maybe this woman is a good cook because the senses are heightened in Taurus, taste, touch, smell, and so forth. There's a sensuality maybe about your partner. Maybe your mom was a good cook. Maybe you had, she was very sensual as well. This could be, Moon in Taurus can be a little possessive or loyal, but can Moon in Taurus cheat? You know, of course, any sign can cheat. I have to look the rest of your chart. Moon in Taurus is usually more patient, especially more than Aries. Earthy, they care about good food. You know, I want to say food, security, stability, comforts in life, maybe soft blankets, anything soft and cozily and cuddly. Sensuality, you know, you want to make sure, you know, maybe you care about appearance, like as far as Moon is ruled by Venus, right? Emotionally, you feel good when you're looking good, smelling good, things like this. Your hair is done, all that stuff, right? And if you're a man, you may like a woman who's very sensual and cares about her appearance and the way she smells and all of that stuff, because your senses are heightened here. And maybe this is also, you know, like I said, you care a lot about security and stability. So maybe you're really caring that you have a roof over your head and you have all the comforts in life, right? Yes, and food goes along with that. Taurus is very much about food. Foodies, a lot of foodies that represent the sign of Taurus, okay? All right, so Moon in Taurus. Mom could have been a good cook, and so could your future wife. Caring very much about secure. How do you handle your emotions? I want to say you think about them and then you react. This is very much a thinker, not a feeler. It's an earth sign. So you intellectualize your emotions before acting on them. Okay? All right, Gemini. Moon in Gemini. Okay. So, you know, you care very much about communicating, right? Moon in Gemini, you handle your emotions by communicating, looking at both sides of a situation, right? I want to say that you could be indecisive emotionally. A lot of times you're like, I feel this way, but I also feel this way, and I don't know. You know, so you may feel emotionally it's hard to make up your mind. You may have viewed your mother as very intellectual, very witty, very conversational, very talkative, you know, very curious and social. Your future wife could be very curious, very social, very talkative, very intellectual, right? And so I want to say the way you handle your emotions is again, this is a thinker, not a feeler. So you intellectualize your feelings. So you would like to talk things out. You know, your thing is I see two sides to this. You know, I feel this way and this way. You just got to be careful with the moon in Gemini, you know, because you have two sides to something. You know, somebody can see you as having very flippy-floppy energy, right? Your emotions. Your emotions are very one way the next day and then the other day the next day. So you want to watch that with moon in Gemini, okay? Moon in Cancer, nurturing, loving, all about the home and family. You love family time. You love home. This lockdown for what we've been going through isn't really bothering the moon in Cancers, right? Not so much. Not like the other signs. We're like, get me out of the damn house. Mother could have been loving, nurturing, just doting on the mom, right? If you have moon in Cancer, you love your mommy. You love mama. You do. Mommy was very nurturing to you, loving to you, and your future wife could be very motherly, very nurturing, all about the home and family. That's what you want. Moon in Cancer, your mood changes every 2.5 days, according to, and you feel like your whole body, even your menstrual cycle, is ruled by the tides. Okay, so you may feel like moody. Moon in Cancer can be very moody. Can be very introverted. You can be a little shy, emotional, nurturing, intuitive. You know, all about the home and family. So I want to see, just sometimes if you're feeling moody, see what sign the moon's in, because it can change your mood every 2.5 days. You will feel it the most out of every zodiac sign, because the moon is ruled by Cancer, okay? Yes, so the way you handle your emotions, you could be quite sensitive, right? You're loving. However, sometimes you can be a bit passive-aggressive. And I'm going to say this because moon and Cancer people, okay? Well, I know what they did wrong. They should know what they did wrong. I'm not going to call them and tell them what they did wrong, right? Come on, those of you with moon and Cancer, raise your hands. You know you do this. Now, you know, okay, so let's say you say, well, and let's say your partner's calling you, banging your phone. Moon and Cancer person say, good, make them call, make them grovel, make them beg, go ahead. You know, because I'm upset. And if they're not calling, then you're pissed at that, right? If they're not calling, you're really angry. Can you use emotional manipulation? Yes. You're a feeler. You're not a thinker. You do not intellectualize your emotions. You feel them. And you are wondering, why in the hell do I have to explain to somebody what they did? Should they not know? Well, not everybody is psychic like you. And moon in Cancer is very psychic. So is moon in Pisces and Scorpio. So you're like, well, I'm not going to spell it out to him or her unless they freaking figure it out, right? And then you want the person to chase you, and then you're like, well, maybe I will or I may not take them back. I do not know. But if they don't chase you, then you're pissed. So the way somebody doesn't play into this stuff is to say, look, Cancer, I'm only calling you one time. I want you to tell me what's wrong. If you don't tell me what's wrong, don't bring it up again, because I'm not doing this game. That'll piss Cancer off big time. But it's true. It's true. They do the passive-aggressive thing. And I have my moon in Cancer, and I would say when I was young more so, I did this, not so much as I'm older, but yeah, moon in Cancer. They're very nurturing. They feel like if somebody hurt me so badly, they should know what the hell they did. I shouldn't have to explain it, and I get that. Not every sign is as psychic, as intuitive as you. And to you, it's second nature. To you, you should just know what the hell is going on, right? But sometimes you got to spell it out for other signs. Just saying. All right. So, yes, moody, you can feel your emotions every 2.5 days. You're all about the home and family and the love and the nurturing. Yes, you love emotional security, right? You want to feel secure in your home, secure with your family. If something ain't going good with your home or your family, then it just throws your whole shit off, you know? So that's what I see with moon in Cancer. All right. But for the most part, this is moon in Cancer. Can they be very emotional? Can they cry? Can they? Yes, very emotional. Unless your moon is conjunct Ketu, South Node, or it's in Aquarius, you know. So anyway, all right. Leo, Moon and Leo, Leo the lion. All right. So Moon and Leo people. All right. Moon and Leo are very charismatic. These people, Moon and Leo, they are emotionally very confident. They are the little hams as children. You know, maybe you wanted to do the little play in front of your mom, in front of your dad. Look, and the big thing when you're a kid could have been, Mom, look at me, look at me, look at me. Are you looking at me? Mom, are you paying attention? Look at me, look at me. That's Moon and Leo. It's all about me. Now, it's not really all about you, but I'm just saying you could be very confident and very much a little ham. They are the actors and the actresses of the zodiac, right? So emotionally, you're also a feeler, fire. So you're very passionate, very passionate. Moon and Leo people, Mom could have been very beautiful. Mom could have even been famous. Your wife could be beautiful, arm candy kind of a, you know, situation. Very beautiful. Somebody who dresses to the nines. The hair is so perfect. You know, they like the bling, the big ring, and all that. You know, sequins, all that stuff. You know, this is somebody who walks into a room and it's like, whoa. So a moon is your emotions. So you like to be the center of attention. Moon and Leo people can like to be the center of attention. And they make great actors. They could be little actors as children. They could be the apple of their mother's eye. Big time. Big time, Moon and Leo. Apple of mommy's eye. You are the apple of mommy's eye. Also, let's see. You guys could be, your future wife, like I said, could be very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. The way you handle your emotions, you're very confident. You're very secure in yourself. You have to be careful when you handle your emotions that you're not saying, okay, it's all about me. And, you know, I'm feeling this way. And don't let your ego take control. Because sometimes Moon and Leo could be, I'm so good for this. You know, I'm not dealing with this crap, which is good to have confidence. But there's a line between confidence and arrogance. I'm not saying Moon and Leo people are arrogant, but I'm saying that too much confidence can be, you know, we're like, I'm too good for this, or I'm not going to do this. You know, sometimes Moon and Leo people, you don't do well in second place positions, okay? So it's not negative. I'm just saying that actually it's positive. So if somebody had you as a side chick or a side, you would be like, no, don't you know I'm not the coming attraction. I'm the main event, or no event at all. So Moon and Leo are like, don't you know I am the main event, and if you don't know it, get a step in. I'm not a coming attraction. I'm the main event. So you let them know right away. I know who I am, and I know my worth. I know my value, and I'm not dealing with this shit. Who was it? Sandra Bullock. That guy cheated on her. She was a Leo sun, I think. And I knew right away, oh, she ain't taking him back. He's toast. He is so toast. You know, I knew it. Leo people do not, it's kind of like you're like, yeah, I am above this shit. I'm not dealing with the, you know, the drama. And that's okay. That's okay. It's confidence, you know, so you can have something better come in your life. And a lot of times it does, you know. You carry this, you exude this confident nature about you. So emotionally, you don't put up with shit, basically. You don't put up with less than you deserve. You're like, I'm the hostess with the mostest, and if you don't know, get a step in. You know, that's kind of how it is. Moon and Leo. The only negative thing is in your relationship, you got to realize it's not just you. It's two. Like maybe your wife says, or your husband says, oh, I want this, you know, I like that. And you're like, yeah, but I kind of like this. And it's, you know, it kind of does go your way a lot maybe. With Moon and Leo, you kind of do have to give in sometimes. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, Virgo. Moon in Virgo. I say moon in and I went Mernin. Whatever. Moon in Virgo. This is a thinker. Thinker. So this is somebody who intellectualizes their emotions, right? Mom could have been a kind of critical, kind of analytical, kind of a perfectionist. Maybe she was like Martha Stewart, right? The wife could be this way too, right? You know, this is somebody who's really responsible, overly insightful, you know, very conscious, health conscious, you know. So emotionally, how do you handle your emotions? Well, vertical, you examine your emotions from the north, south, east, and west. You're like, man, I want to communicate with you, and I want to look for a solution forward, sideways, and backwards. Let's figure this out until we can come up with a resolution, which is great. So you can analyze, however, too much analyzing can make you go crazy. So you want to make sure you're not analyzing something to death. That's the negative side of Moon in Virgo. Also, the negative side with Moon in Virgo is you could be too critical on yourself. Mom said, okay, you need to look this way, your hair needs to be done a certain way, your makeup needs to be done this way, you know. What is that Miranda Lambert song? This ain't my mama's broken heart. You know, she says, her mom says, fix your makeup, it's just a breakup. Wait, what does it say? Fix your makeup, honey, it's just a breakup. And she says something about, like, nobody wants to see you fall apart. And she says, well, this ain't my mama's broken heart, right? You know, and she's kind of going crazy. And she says, her mom says to her, you know, I raised you better, you know, stop acting crazy and start acting like a lady. And she said, well, this ain't my mama's broken heart, you know. So anyway, that's, just listen to the song. But she had her mom in her head because she says, her mom was telling her, fix your makeup, girl. It's just a breakup. Even when you fall apart, you know, like, kind of keep it together at all times. To be a lady, you have to keep it together at all times. Shape up or ship out, right? Have your hair done, your makeup done, and don't let them see you fall apart. Basically, that's what her mom's telling her. But she's like, this ain't my mama's broken heart, so I am seriously going to drink myself to death, make my hair go crazy, and my eyeliner's all over the damn place, right? So basically, Moon and Virgo type of people could be very hard on themselves and maybe have your mom in your head going, no, you need to do your hair like this, you need to be this way, or you need to achieve whatever your mother was critical about you, you could be that much more critical about yourself. Sometimes you could portray that critical nature onto a partner, especially if you're a man and this is also your wife. Okay? Just saying. So watch the critical nature. That's the one downfall. All right? Now, you may like to be a Moon, and maybe it makes you feel good to give back and to be of service and to help other people who are less fortunate. That's Moon and Virgo as well. All right? All right, Moon in Libra. Oh, Lord have mercy. These people are suffering, man. These people are suffering with this stuff, lockdown stuff. Moon and Libra people are thinkers. They are not feelers. So they intellectualize their emotions. Their mom could have been very balanced, very, you know, looking at both sides of a situation, and classy, not tawdry, balanced, sweet, graceful, you know, charming. Charming is a huge one for Virgo. They don't like anything tacky, tawdry, or anything that creates a scene or just, you know, gonna create some kind of, they don't like drama or negativity. They shy away from anything that would create a fight or something like that. Moon and Libra hates arguing. They hate fighting. They want everything to be harmonious. Can't we just agree to disagree, please? And I get it. The greatest need, though, is partnership, right? I need a partner. I don't like being alone. These are the people who will actually find another partner before they break up with your ass, right? These are the people, too, who may stay in a relationship past its expiration date, right? Because they don't like being alone. That is their biggest fear. I don't like being alone, right? So being in lockdown isn't so bad, but if they're with their partner. If they're not with a partner, oh my God, that would suck for a Moon in Libra. Yeah, I need people. I need a person. Yes. So Moon and Libra people do not do well outside of relationship. Their whole, you know, your whole focus is partnership. So your future wife, men, could be very charming, very sweet, very balanced, lovely in the aesthetics, graceful, but they can be indecisive. Moon and Libra people can be indecisive because they see both sides of a situation and they're constantly teeter-tottering those scales, this side, that side, this side, that. They make good advice people to go for advice. They can look at both sides of the situation and still remain impartial. They're really good. They make good lawyers, relationship counselors, you know, but these people, emotionally, the way they handle their emotions, they want to be fair. They want to be balanced. They want fairness, right? So that's how they handle their emotions. The biggest need is partnership. I want to be in a relationship. Yes. They don't do good. And if you ask them, is my ass look big in this dress, whether it's man or, you know, whoever has their moon, they're not going to be honest, just so you know, because they don't want a big ass fight. If your moon is moon over Miami, don't ask them the question. You already know your ass is big, then don't ask your partner if your ass is big, right? It's big. But Libra, moon and Libra is going to say, oh, no, honey, it's fine. They don't want to fight. That's the worst nightmare. Moon and Libra do not want to fight. You know, if it's a husband saying, do I look fat in the suit? And they're busting at the seams? No, honey, you look great. Beautiful. Wonderful. Yeah. They're not going to tell you. You're busting at the seams, dude. Get a bigger size. No, they're not going to say that. No, no, no. So, I'm telling you, Moon and Libra does not like conflict at all, which is crazy because they like to be into, you know, a lot of people like fields like lawyers and, you know, relationship stuff, but they want to hash it out intellectually, peacefully, not arguing. So that's Libra, okay? All right, here we go. Now we are on to Scorpio. If you have your moon in Scorpio, Lord have mercy. Trust is not given. It is earned, right? So it's like, I don't trust nobody. You're going to have to earn that shit. That's moon in Scorpio, right? The relationship with mom could have been very love-hate or very up and down. When it was good, it was good. When it sucked, it sucked. The moon in Scorpio is very intense. I want that mind, body, soul connection. You need it. And your moon is your greatest need, right? So I want intensity. I want passion. I want that mind, body, soul connection with my partner. But moon and Scorpio, you got to be careful you're not possessive or controlling or manipulative, right? Be careful. I'm just saying it's a side effect of Scorpio. Moon is a very difficult placement here. It's a very secretive sign, right? Can be very jealous, destructive. This is a lot of emotional transformation in your life you may go through, right? You feel very deeply, very, very deeply, right? So you don't let people in so easily because you're like, man, you're not going to hurt me, you know? So Scorpio moon people will be, let's say they ask you questions like an FBI agent. So where'd you live? Where'd you go to school? Oh, where'd you grow up? Oh, really? Did you date anybody? Oh, when was your last relationship? And then you ask the same questions to Scorpio. They're like, why? What do you want to know for? Why'd you ask? Why are you asking? Why are you asking so many questions? Well, you just asked me the freaking same ass ones. What the hell? Right? So they're very FBI agent secretive, and until they get to know you really well, then they will open up to you until they feel like they can trust you, because trust is earned, not given, okay? Just saying. Emotionally, can they be vindictive? Sometimes, yes. Either they're going to act one of two ways. I'm not going to get mad, I'm going to get even, or I'm going to rise above this like a phoenix rising above the ashes, and I'm never going to talk to that person ever freaking again for doing what the shit they did to me. You screw over a moon and Scorpio. Oh, and a moon and Scorpio person, if they feel like you're cheating on them, they're not going to say shit. They're going to have A, B, C, D, E, F, G evidence on your ass, and they're going to say, hey, can we talk, Jim? Okay, great. Yeah, let's talk. Okay, Jim, can you tell me A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Do you have anything to say about your ass right now? Yeah, they'll lock you in where you have nothing to say. They will have every piece of evidence against your ass presented to you, and you're just fucked. I'm not lying. They're great psychologists. They're great FBI agents. They're great at doing detective work because they will do that shit, and you will not even know. Their greatest gift is knowing, because they're like Cancer. They're psychic with Pisces as well. They just know shit, and they have these hunches, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to investigate my hunch. And they will. Can they sometimes be possessive, controlling, and obsessive? Very much so. Can sometimes their little hunches be wrong? Yes. But when they're right, and they're like, man, my little spidey senses are telling me this person's up to some shit, and they're going to do a little recon on your ass, and they're going to find some shit. So I'm just saying, this person is psychic as all hell. We'll do the research. A little bit different. There's somebody who's going to, they're really good researchers, investigators, digging deep for the answers. Great at psychology. Right? But when they find your ass out, you just kiss your ass goodbye. You're fucked. I'm sorry. It's true. Okay? What else can I tell you about Moon and Scorpio? Possessive and controlling is a thing that you have to be careful of here. They wanting that mind, body, soul connection. They're very sexual, right? Wanting the sexual intensity with you, right? But they don't want you to be with the planet. So it's like saying monogamy, you know, you're with me, right? Not with Susie, Mary, and Jane down the street. Sometimes these people may use sex as a way to figure out how, like, do I want to be with this person? Can I be with them long? It's like they use sex not just as sex. I'm going to tell you this. They use sex as a psychology tool. I'm going to tell you. It's kind of like, once I'm intimate with this person, I'm going to know all their secrets, okay? Because usually when you're more vulnerable, if you're intimate with somebody, and then people want to spill their life, right? So Scorpio is very smart at this area. And because usually they're very good in bed, a lot of times Scorpio will get you talking, okay, and decide whether they're going to keep you forever or not. And if they want to keep you forever, they can be very possessive, very controlling. And sometimes if they break up with you, you may not see it coming, like, what the hell? But if they're broken up with, they're like, what the F? They can take emotional change very hard. Okay, just saying, very intense feelings. Okay, so anyway, that's Moon in Scorpio, just saying. All right, Sagittarius. If you have your Moon in Sagittarius, your mom could have been interested in travel, long distance travel. She could have been interested in other cultures, studying. She could be an adventurous type of person. Maybe mom was young, she liked bungee jumping and thrill-seeking activities, outdoors types of things, right? She could have been into philosophy and her own beliefs, right? Somebody with Moon in Sagittarius could be interested in all these things: teaching, writing, publishing, long-distance travel, outdoorsmanship, thrill-seeking activities, right? There could be a person, if you're married, this person could be a foreign person from a foreign land, right? This person, the way you handle your emotions could be very blunt. This is a fire sign. They feel, they don't just think. So you could be reactive off of your emotions. You could be very blunt to the point, maybe sometimes you could be seen as tactless. You could be outspoken with your feelings. I feel this way. And the person's like, what the F? You know, this person may like the Mile High Club, you know, somebody who likes to be intimate on a plane. Those of you who don't know what that is. So yeah, some of you may like, you know, feeling emotional thrill through being on a plane. Sometimes you could be a risk taker. Emotionally, I want to say you could be, like I said, they're blunt, which can be seen as tactless sometimes. You know, because you're very not afraid to say what you feel. I feel this is wrong. And you may speak what you feel as far as your religious beliefs or spirituality, right? It's against the Bible. What is wrong with you? Says Moon in Sagittarius, right? You know, or Moon in Sagittarius can also be, I wonder what, it's like living in this other part of the world, or, you know, this person may like to travel. You know, it could be a thing as well, you know. But for the most part, they're very direct in their emotions. I want to say if they're upset about something, you'll definitely know about it. They're not going to bite their tongue or hold back. Hell to the no. They're very direct. All right? Like Aries and Leo, they're very much, you know, I'm pissed at you. I'm going to tell you off, you know. So, and they may like somebody who's intellectual, who's very smart. Sagittarius is like Gemini. They love knowledge. You know, maybe like somebody who's smart. All right, Capricorn, Moon in Capricorn. All right, so if your Moon is in Capricorn, you know, maybe your mom, you didn't really have a relationship with mother in your life. Maybe either she wasn't around or she was working. Some people could have lost their mom, you know, just depends. What else? You know, some people with Moon in Capricorn, the way love is expressed is not really through nurturing like Cancer, right? The way love is expressed is, you know, I bought you the car. Well, you know, I bought you that bike when you were a kid. You wanted that. You know, I got you all the clothes and all the shoes and, you know, everything, every toy you've ever wanted. Or, you know, I got you, I paid for everything. You know, they may show love through status, through giving you a nice car, a nice watch, a nice whatever, house. They show love by giving through their hard work. Okay, they show love not by the hugs, cuddles, and kisses. You know, this isn't somebody who likes PDA sometimes. They're the signs of public displays of affection, not like Cancer. Cancer love the cuddles and the kisses, and they can't get enough, right? They love cuddles and kisses, yes. Moon in Capricorn, not so much. It's like, oh, don't do that, not in public. Nope, not in public. Yeah, they're probably not interested in PDA, but they're very much, the security and stability, they want to make sure that, look, I'm taking care of you, I'm nurturing you by providing, you know, so the way they show love is a different way, by providing, right? Moon in Capricorn. Their mom, like I said, could have been not around, or their future wife could be very businesslike, all about status, all about where they're going in life, right? So that's what I'm saying. And maybe the future wife could be a worker, could be very much a hard worker as well. Moon in Capricorn person doesn't really show emotion. They intellectualize their emotions, right? So they think before acting. They care about security and stability, practical. They're very serious, cautious. You know, this person would value hard work, very patient, right? Now, if you're a man, the woman in your life, future wife, could possibly be a lot older than you. There could be an age gap. Moon in Capricorn can be very much an age gap, like somebody a lot older, mature. You know, you definitely want somebody who's mature for their age and maybe even older. Capricorn rules age. What else? Moon in Capricorn. Yeah, I want to say this is somebody who, they're very serious and resourceful and very practical in their emotions, right? Not really showing their emotions, you know. They care very much the way they, like I said, is providing, okay? That's just a different way of showing love, okay? Aquarius. Oh, Moon in Aquarius. Lord have mercy. All right, so if you have your Moon in Aquarius, emotions could be very high, very low. Ups and downs with emotions, right? Emotions, Moon in Aquarius can be very detached emotionally too, right? They could be on some days and some days they're just off. There's an off switch. Aquarius is a sign that does have an off switch. Some days they're like, okay, I'm present, I'm here. Other days it's like, man, I'm detached as all hell, you know? So, Moon in Aquarius, mom could have been eccentric, very different, very edgy, very future-focused, right? Humanitarian, idealistic. So could the future wife, all of these things, right? Moon in Aquarius, and the way you handle your emotions is very unique, very eccentric, very different, right? You know, Moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is very Aquarius is one sign that there's nothing alike than any other sign. So the way you handle emotions, you may like your space, you may like to detach, you may like to, you know, I need a few days by myself, you know. I need to live in my own house, and my husband has his own house as well. That's very unique and eccentric, right? Yeah, something like this. So, you know, let's see. I'm trying to think what else. Moon in Aquarius, too, can bring a lot of ups and downs emotionally. So emotions could be, the way they handle their emotions is intellectualizing their emotions, but a lot of times Moon in Aquarius will shut off their emotions, just kind of like, I'm detaching, I'm walking away, I'm not dealing with you today. You know, they can do that. Emotions can this be seen in a bipolar person? Moon conjunct Uranus or in Aquarius, possibly, not always. Not always is Moon in Aquarius bipolar, but emotions could be very up and down, like mood swings. You know, Moon in Cancer is very moody, but mood swings these can cycle very fast. You know, like Aquarius rules. You know, Aquarius is like electricity, fast, sudden changes in the mood. You know, so you gotta watch that. All right, and you know, mom could have been this way too. Mom could have been a lot of moods. Her moods could have been very up and down, right? Very eccentric with her moods and the way she handles her emotions. It's like, have you ever seen somebody cycle emotionally? Well, they're laughing, and then 5 seconds later they're crying, and then they're throwing a freaking fit. You're like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Yeah. Moon in Aquarius. All right. Moon in Pisces. Moon in Pisces. All right. So this person emotionally is a dreamer. You know, could be a visionary, somebody who's sensitive, compassionate. You know, this person is highly, highly, I want to say, psychic, okay? Moon in Scorpio is mediumship ability. Moon in Cancer is intuition. Moon in Pisces is like clairvoyance, right? This person could be clairvoyant, see things in their mind's eye before they even happen, right? Or they could have what they call something psychic called remote view, which is they could see like a vision of something in their mind and describe it to you, and that's exactly what it is, right? In Pisces, people are, like I said, very sensitive, very intuitive. These people pick up emotions like there's nobody's business. They walk into a room and they can just sense something is wrong, right? And usually is, and they need to watch environments they go into because they absorb energy. So they have to be careful walking into places that are just so angry or hostile because they take that energy in. People with Moon in Pisces could have a lot of sensitivities to chemicals, right? Moon Neptune or Moon Pisces can be sensitive to chemicals, you know, like medicines, allergic reactions, things like this, allergies, very sensitive to substances. Moon in Pisces people may want to tune out of life through drugs and alcohol, so you have to be careful of that as well. Yeah, and Moon in Pisces can be lost into a fantasy than what is known as the reality of something, right? So, like, you know, emotionally they may like to dream, you know? Yeah. So I want to say, let me see what else I can tell you about the Moon in Pisces. This is also a very emotional sign. If you hurt somebody with Moon in Pisces, you know, they're very sensitive. And it's a water sign, so they're a feeler. They feel very deeply, Moon in Pisces. Moon in Pisces people were also very compassionate. Let me help you. How can I help you? How can I fix this for you, right? And sometimes things are so painful for them, they may go to drugs and alcohol, I'm not going to lie. These people could also be music or anything of arts could really fill them emotionally with just, so it's a good escape. Like, it feels so good to them. Like, oh my God, this is so sucks. I just need to go to my piano, or I need to go to my painting. They could find a lot of emotional solace through escaping through the arts. You know, that's what I'm seeing with, and even videos, like they're very creative people, like even creating videos or television, or these people could be filmmakers. Creativity is huge. A lot of creative geniuses have Moon in Pisces. Even Mercury as well. We'll talk about Mercury next. But anyway, you guys, I hope this was helpful to you for my romantic languages and knowing how somebody handles their emotions. So somebody with Moon in Pisces, if they're upset, they may drink or do drugs, or maybe they're upset. They're going to maybe want to escape in the arts, which is a more healthy way of escaping. Moon in Pisces people may feel sad for somebody and maybe want to help them, right? So it's not always bad. Moon in Pisces people could seek out spirituality. I forgot the most important one. They could seek out spirituality, very much seek out God and the answers to heaven, and maybe religion or going to church brings them solace emotionally as well, you know? So this could be somebody who finds, you know, fills up emotionally through God, through learning about, you know, scriptures and also going to church. This could really be a religious person or spiritual person, right? If you're a man, your wife or mother could have been very spiritual or very religious as well, right? Same thing with Sagittarius. But I want to say Sagittarius is more religion, and Pisces, I think, would be more spirituality. But you tell me, okay? All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I will be doing Mercury next. All right, bye-bye.